Dang it all. You know what? She's right. Oh, Jesus. Hey! Welcome to TAG. Today we got an HP 15 laptop. And we're going to upgrade it to a solid state drive. We got the Kingston SSD now, 120 gigabytes. Hopefully that will give us our graphic designer enough boost. And we'll put Windows 10 on here to hopefully improve, you f***ing cat. Oh hey, welcome to TAG. Today we're going to upgrade this HP 15.
Ah, screw it. Cue the intro.
Technology, automotive, and gaming. How pretty, watch. Look at Derry too.
Whoa.
TAG, you're it.
Alright guys, to do this, we're going to need a screwdriver. I got a couple of screwdrivers on hand. Removal tool, a crack open tool, and a guitar pick. First of all, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I believe there's 1 or 2 under here. So about 16 screws to remove. But first of all, before you do anything, you need to remove the battery. By sliding that out, push 2 pins in, the battery comes out. Put that off to the side. Next, let's remove the DVD tray. Take the DVD screw out here. Keep our screws off to the side and organized. Now, just to pull, the DVD drive comes right out. Then we have, 3 under here actually. So we have 3 screws under here. Looks like they're a little smaller. Good to have on hand. A few different screwdrivers. There we go. Different size ones. Remove these small type screws. Round, flat, I should say. Flat screws. Small, flat screws. Keeping our screws all nice and neatly organized off to the side. Alright, now, let's remove some of these other ones. We will move the door for the Wi-Fi and the RAM here. Some of the older models do not have this door. Just pops up here, kind of pinched in. I think they added this after a little bit. They realized that people like to upgrade their RAM and whatnot. So on this one, there's 2 DIMM slots for RAM. So this is upgradable. And we will probably be adding more RAM to this motherboard here. We got our Wi-Fi connector right here. So then what we do is we should be able to carefully flip this over because we have loose screws as they all fall out. Checking that we didn't miss any. Oh, that was just stuck in. And that we have all of our screws. There's one. We got 3 here. We need to remove these 3 screws right here as well. Magnet here to pull those up. Two and 3. Alright, after a little bit of finagling, I got those screws out. It's always good to have a magnet laying around. That always helps. So now we will flip this over. And we'll get the keyboard out. What we do to get the keyboard out is we have to get underneath this, and there's some clips. Get under there. Gently pop up on it. Gently prying as you go. Gently pushing in to remove the clips. It's going to make a little bit of snapping noise. That's okay. Really, Aria? Turn the volume down.
I am.
On the back. Push those buttons all the way down. Good? Stop making noise. Slowly prying on this. Man, she's in there. It's not fun when you can't break stuff. There we go, she pulls right up. Then we have a ribbon cable there. Pull up on that little pin right there. It just flips up and slides out. We got our keyboard out. Put that off to the safe side. Now that we got our keyboard out, we're gonna go ahead and remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the screws underneath the thing here. Now we got these 2 connectors here. One's to the mouse, one's to the power button here. Alright, so you lift those up like that. Slide the ribbon cables out. Like so. And like so, there we go. In the frame here. Good spot there. And we'll take our guitar pick and just slowly work her up. Whoa! Flying tools. And that comes right out. Put that off to the side. And our hard drive sits right here. So, to get this out here, we're going to need to remove this ribbon right here. I suppose you could do without, but I'm always better safe than sorry for those USB ports. Pull that out, flip that over. Now, after we got our rhythm cable out of the side, we remove the one screw over here for the that one USB port and the headphone jack. Get that out. Move it off to the side. Then we go ahead and need to undetach the hard drive, the SATA cable there. With a little bit of pressure, she just comes up and she comes out. And we got our little hard drive here and its caddy, which the next step is to remove the caddy. So let's get to that. Alright, now we got our solid state drive and our hard drive. Making sure right dimensions looks about right, it will fit perfectly. What we're going to do now is 4 screws on the side to remove it from our caddy. There we go, got our 4 screws out. Hard drive comes right out like that, and we're good. Put that off to the side very carefully, and we now take our Kingston 120 gigabyte SSD now, and we put it in right where that other hard drive was, and we replace the screws. Now we have our new hard drive in and our old hard drive out. Let's put it into the computer. Alright, now we take our hard drive, and it's probably easier at this point to plug it in first and then slide the front feet under those 2 hole gaps there and push those down there. Now that we got that all set, we take our USB and our headphone jack cable and we slide her in there. Taking our screw and putting the single screw right here to hold that in. Now that we got that in, we go ahead and we put the ribbon cable back in over here. Carefully sliding her in. Pinching that down. Just light tug, make sure she's in there good. And we're all set there. And now it's time to move on to putting the lid back on. We take our lid here, go ahead and snap her back in. Gently pushing down. It's going to crackle and crinkle a little bit. That's alright. Alright, we got that in. Let's take our screws that are supposed to go underneath the keyboard. Remember, we got 5 of them. Go ahead and put those in here. And then we can't forget these ribbon cables here. So, I'm going to get these ribbon cables in very carefully, making sure they line up just right. Flip the little pinch mechanism down, sliding that in just right so it fits and sits snug. Flip that down, so it should make a good connection. Now for the keyboard. Go ahead here. Let's get our keyboard connected. Got a keyboard connected here. Push that in like so, and then gonna push that down, making a good connection. And we'll lightly put our keyboard on, and at this point, safe enough to reconnect the battery. And we'll power her on to make sure she boots up.
And it looks like she posted. Success. Now on to the next step.
So now we powered her on. Go ahead and we'll just finish setting this in here. We know she works. Just pushing down gently. A little bit of pressure. And all the clips should push back into place. Just like so. Looking for any high spots that might have missed, and doesn't look like, looks like it's in there. Perfect. Let's flip her over. All right, now we're about done. What we got to do is put our cover back on, DVD tray back in, and the screws back in. So don't forget to put these screws underneath the cover, the RAM cover. 3 of them. 1. 2. And 3. Now let's put the cover back on. Remember, this just snaps on in. And we will be ordering another one of these RAM slots, 4 gigs what's supported, so we'll get a total 8 gig in here. And she will be all set. Let's get this cover on then. The bottom first looks like it's easier. Yep, there we go. Okay, now let's put these screws in. There we go. Get her in there. That screw in there. Alright, now to replace our 15 or 18 screws. 15 case screws here. Got one here. On the bottom corner. Just a note, I have seen some of these PCs, laptops I should say, they don't have an access door for the RAM, and the screws are in these 2 points right now. But this is a newer one. It looks like they got smart and made it so you could upgrade your RAM. Didn't have to take the whole thing apart, but not the hard drive apparently. Last screw here. There we go. Now we got these flat screws, which we are now going to put that go right here in the DVD tray compartment. We need a smaller screwdriver for that one. Alright, now that we got those in, the last component that needs to be put in is the DVD tray. Now we may actually replace the DVD tray. We'll see. Might put have caddies for these that we can put in our hard drive that we had in there before and use it as a storage device versus a running the operating system. Solid state is a lot faster than a spinning disc. You know, so they're good for storage, but at this point, my opinion, all computers and laptops should have SSDs. So let's get this DVD in here for now, and when we figure out what we'll do, we'll do that then. So anyway, so what we're gonna do here is just slide it in same way we pulled it out. There we go, slid in, and then we got our last screw here, which goes right here. A little point right here next to the sticker. Screw that in there. Now shouldn't have, yep, can't pull that out, so we're good. That is how you swap out the hard drive on an HP. We'll now put Windows 10 on here, and we'll see you up top. That is how you upgrade HP 15. Our graphic designer will be extremely happy. Plus, we added a couple programs on there to help reduce some graphic photoshopping, whatever you call it. Let me show you. You guys see it? What did I do with that? Ah! There it is. Silly me. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, brand new SSD in there, and we got Windows 10. And let me show you some of these programs we put on there. Oh. Yeah. Shh. Don't tell her. We'll just buy her a new one. We'll just buy her a new one. Well, that was the silly and ridiculous me trying to be funny from last year. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't exactly exciting, but you know what? It's a video that we got out and off our shelf. Oh, I forgot the punchline on that video. Shoot. I'm Tristan, and tag, you're it.
Subscribe to Tag as I type away. Like there's nothing else to do but type, 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 type. Follow us for future videos and subscribe. Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?